The wind. The wind.
Play ball, baby. It's time to play ball. You feel me?
Hey, this is Jess.
What's up? This is Kels.
And this is The Lover's Guidance.
And you know what I'm saying? You know where y'all at right now. You know what I'm saying? Where spirituality is the reality of your spirit. So we're going to take our spaceships and go to the spirit realm and talk some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We playing ball right now. You know, it's kind of unplanned. You know what I'm saying? But here we are at the baseball field. You know what I'm saying? And shit, me and Jess, you know, came out for a little walk, and I wanted to talk about the subject, and you know, intuitive Jess, you know, she just popped in because I was thinking about it for the last couple of days, and she just, you know, she just be on the wave too, so I'm pretty sure she gonna have something to say too. But so now the topic of this conversation is you only owe someone what you accept for yourself. So the reason why I said this is because
Wait. Say it one more time.
you only owe someone what you accept for yourself. Okay? Because at first I wrote, you only owe someone what you accept. And I was like, well, if somebody gives you something good, does that mean you necessarily owe them something good? No. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to accepting for self, you know, what you accept for yourself, basically what you accept as your state of being, what you accept as your life story, what you accept as your path, you know what I'm saying? What you accept for yourself, you're going to give that anyway. You get what I'm saying? You're going to give that off anyway. And so, you know, it gets deep when it comes to you owing someone what you accept for yourself, because we don't just want to be accepting anything.
Yes, and I also like that point because it reverts it back to yourself, pretty much, you know, and, you know, I'm big on that.
Facts.
I'm big on that. So essentially what that's also saying, you know, you project onto others what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Within. It has nothing to do with the other person. You know, so when you tune into that, then like Kel said, you only accept what you receive. What you say?
You only owe someone.
You only owe someone
what
you accept for yourself.
Right? So don't be just accepting anything, you know what I'm saying? Because that's, you know, it's important. You want to be yourself regardless of anything external, you know what I'm saying? And just, even if you're a fucked up person, just be yourself so you can see that you being
how
a fucked up
you are.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody got to be themselves from some magnitude of life. You get what I'm saying? And
that's,
yeah, you know, some magnitude of life, you know what I'm saying? Because it's important to this when it comes to our relationships. Because sometimes with relationships, you know, we get into relationships based off our wants and needs, you know what I'm saying? And so we may need security, we may need to reach a goal, you know, we may need a desire met, you know what I'm saying? We may need or want to see something, you know what I'm saying? And when you need and want something, you know what I'm saying, it's good to relate, you know what I'm saying? Because teamwork makes the dream works. Nobody want to do this shit alone, you know what I'm saying? So it's important to relate, you know what I'm saying, to achieve something. And so, you know, because at the end of the day, we might need to get from point A to point B. And like I said, you know, it's important to relate. Now, depending on how you relate, you know what I'm saying, because you can jump into relationships for, you know, loneliness, like, you know, negative reasons, like loneliness, you know, to use somebody, you know what I'm saying, you know, you might want to jump into a relationship just for sex, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, that's when it comes to, you know, you going through experiences and you sign an esoteric contract. I'm sorry I'm getting deep, but it got to take this for y'all to understand. You know what I'm saying? So when we come upon something what we call esoteric contracts, you know what I'm saying? This is where we get energies and phrases from, and common day common day life called like read between the lines. This is what we doing, you know what I'm saying? Because we know when we get in a relationship, you know, we kind of have to read between the lines because we don't know what that person is about, you know what I'm saying, on the surface all the time, you know what I'm saying? So we got to read between the lines, and this is how you get in your spaceship and go to the esoteric contract, you know what I mean, and go to the esoteric realm so you can understand what an esoteric contract is. You know what I'm saying? So basically, this is the example that I got. You know, say you go into a church, you know what I'm saying? You walking into an esoteric contract, you know what I'm saying? Basically, which esoteric contract, all you do is compromise a bit of yourself, you know what I'm saying, to relate. You know what I'm saying? So you compromise a bit of yourself to relate. And so this is what we, you know, this is how we breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? So I said it's all
and we do these consciously and unconsciously.
All the time.
And subconsciously.
All the time. So, you know, bringing me back to the beginning. So we about to wrap it up. It's from the top. You know what I'm saying? So you only accept. You only owe someone what you accept. So remember, I just said we sign esoteric contracts. You know, hold on. So even just getting to where we are now, you know what I'm saying, even on Earth. Now this is where people get lost at. So you got to be aware that you accepted this esoteric contract. You came here to experience this space. You know what I'm saying? You came here to compromise a bit of yourself to relate. Other than that, you wouldn't even created a body to be in at first.
To even experience anything. You wanted to experience.
Facts. So now,
and you can break it down to just different things you do in your life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Businesses you may want to start to experience.
Facts.
You know.
Facts.
So
now,
yeah.
Like I said, now we get in these spaces. Say for instance, a new
contracts.
Business.
They have contracts.
Say for instance, a new business or something. We go into these spaces, and you know, once we do that, you know what I'm saying, it can happen, like I said, as far as like reading between the lines. So this is where we get the unaware part, you know what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, you know, sometimes we don't understand the full totality of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So we might
see into the future all the time.
Yeah.
But
and that's what it comes to experience.
My friend, and if you watch the Lover's Guidance, you might start picking up on
the behind the scenes. You start reading between the lines.
And then becoming That's So Raven.
Real facts. That's So Raven shit. So you know, so when we go into these esoteric spaces, you know, these esoteric contracts, you know, we compromise a bit of ourselves. So we compromise a bit of being ourselves for the sake of relating. So remember, this is always good to get from point A to point B, because sometimes we may need that. You know what I'm saying? It may be our only option. You know, we are receiving, you know, from a being that has experienced something. So that's God in general. That's the overall. You know, so it's good to go into it's good to go into space, you know, to pick up information. So, you know, just be aware of that. Now, what the fucked up thing is, so the fucked up thing about this shit is that if you're not aware enough, or you haven't rose your awareness and you enter an esoteric contract, your spirit definitely will create a situation, a circumstance to remind you that that's not what you're supposed to be in, or it served its purpose. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, at the end of the day, go ahead.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're all learning, you know, and we're all experiencing. So, you know, just with knowing this and the trajectory of that, you know, we know how to better facilitate certain situations and circumstances we find ourselves in. We know just how to move, essentially, and being in alignment and guided by your spirit.
Yeah.
Along these crazy waters.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So be careful.
But you said if you know, you were saying like if you don't know.
Yeah. You know, so be careful what you enter, what type of contracts you enter, because this can get you in a space where it'll have to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I was saying, like even with the desire, like how some of us come here based off our desires, that's you operating from a low nature. So therefore, you might not, or just or survival mode, or just just a lower nature. That don't really require like thought, like using your higher chakras. That require your lower chakras, and your higher chakras have to do with like thinking and putting things together and dealing with masculine and high feminine on a higher level. You know what I'm saying? But when you use your lower chakras to enter a situation based off survival, based off lower chakras,
just
like
lower
needing,
lower desires. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Surviving it is levels to everything.
Mhm.
So so like needing desires met.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
that's lostness.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And so when you enter these type of situations, and you can basically get lost in that situation. You can get lost in that contract. You know what I'm saying? Not even be knowing you in a contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the only way you can understand that you're in a contract is just by raising your level of awareness. You know what I'm saying? And so, you don't want to compromise yourself too much. You know what I'm saying? Because then you start losing your original space. Like even the space where like people think they own something, but if you don't own your space, you don't own nothing. I ain't talking about going to work and working for something and then using the system to eventually purchase that. I'm talking about actually being in your own space and learn how to create something for yourself, and that way you really own your own land. But you don't really want to compromise your own land. You want to take, you know what I'm saying? It's a give and take thing. Everything is a give and take. So, you know what I'm saying? Remember that, everything is a percentage level. And so when we get back to the topic, you only owe someone what you accept for yourself. You want to accept that, you want to take from these contracts and relationships and experiences, so that you can bring it back to yourself and have something for yourself. So then you can have something to give as well. You know what I'm saying? Because people make you think, you owe them something. You know what I'm saying? But that's only if you really get lost in that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you really get lost in the contract, you know what I'm saying? Because you lose yourself essentially. You lose who you were. You know what I'm saying? And then you start taking on feelings of vibrations like, damn,
Yeah,
I
and
really do owe this person something.
Yeah, and essentially, this is based upon just like Kel said, like lack of awareness. Not really understanding our emotions and our feelings, but also not wanting to go into that, not wanting to delve into the why and what it is. We're taught how to manage our emotions. We're taught how to feel
Right.
overall.
Overall.
Overall. We are not we, y'all are given the blueprint and given the system, and then you fall in line, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And literally you're being controlled. And it's like some people, and it is what it is. This is no shade, but I'm just calling it what it is. What I see, what I'm looking at, what I'm observing. You being controlled by a system.
Yeah. And that's a choice. At the end of the day, we all following some type of higher presence. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was saying, like God over God. But the thing is, y'all be getting lost in gods that ain't even y'all, and it really manifests and show it through like y'all internal trials and tribulations. So me and her, we can go through like anything, and like we'll still be good because our internal is straight first. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. It ain't about the external first. You would never be happy then. You would never be happy then. You'll never be
It's
happy.
about, like Kel said, it's about taking from the situations and
putting
it into yourself and learning from it, from yourself, you know. But yeah.
So when you get around people, you know what I'm saying, you know, and people, it'd be like hierarchies, it'd be like guys in the esoteric realm and shit that y'all create, you know. You don't have to fall short to that, you know, witchcraft and shit that they play on you. You know, you only owe someone what you accept for yourself. So if you walk around and say I'm wealthy and you act like you wealthy, then goddamn it, that's who you gonna be, no matter what the fucking external trying to show you now. Like I said,
you walk around like, oh, I don't have enough, and I gotta do all of this so that I can at least have this.
Mm-hmm.
But and then you just gotta be in tune with that state of being.
Mm-hmm.
That's desperation.
And also keep it.
And that's and the thing about it is, it plays out a certain way, but it can play out in a number of ways. You know, it can play out in a number of ways. You know, but like Kel said, you raise your awareness and you understand. You know, if you constantly feeling used, that's something you're creating for yourself. That has nothing to do that, whether that be whatever, you know, whether that be you not dealing with the situations the right way, or whatever the case may be, but it don't have anything to do with the other person.
Yeah.
That the other person living their life. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? What do you think you doing? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Following someone else's movement. But I guess it's gonna look crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look whatever to people that don't vibrate in the same way. You know.
So like, even like, you know, so just keep accepting what's real to you. You know what I'm saying? And that takes conviction. You know what I'm saying? And that takes a certain level of bravery, conviction. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual power. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual understanding, spiritual wisdom. You know, so you don't want to just accept any old, you know what I'm saying, esoteric contract. You know what I'm saying? Because when you compromise too much of yourself, you can really get lost in shit, and you don't want to be that lost. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, whatever you think you owe this person, you know what I'm saying, if you walking around this person and you feel like, damn, I do owe, I gotta show them I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show them. They'll never think you a goddamn good person. So, you know what I'm saying?
Period.
When it comes to certain person, depending on what, you know, witchcraft, they rocked in to sleep in. You know what I'm saying? By them having to go through a system, and you know, system teaching them what value is. Who the fuck created that system? Somebody just like me, somebody just like you. And if you don't think you got the power to do that, then you a damn fool. You a damn fool. You a damn fool. Don't ever doubt yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you only accept, you know what I'm saying, what's true to you. You only owe someone what's true to you. So carry yourself like the gods and goddesses that we really from, and not these weak ass guys and goddesses. You hear me? These motherfuckers that y'all following men and shit. You know what I'm saying? Another man's idea. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So basically, wrapping up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it one more time. You only owe someone what you accept for yourself. We went over relationships and how relationships is the start of an esoteric contract. You know what I'm saying? Because essentially, and I'm not just talking about people, that can be places and things, you know what I'm saying? In general, when we come out in the world, that's a relationship. So, you know, you want to be yourself as much as you can. Don't never compromise too much of your damn self, because you get possessed.
You get possessed.
And then you
get possessed.
And then you be thinking like, damn, I really owe this person this. So don't get like
you get possessed.
Get possessed.
Yes,
Boss Baby
Zombie.
Jizzle. Intuitive Jess. Kelsito. We the best. Fuck the rest.
Hey.
With the test. We gonna pull up in the test. And we gotta go. Alright, y'all.
Cause we the best.
Hey.